What word comes to mind when you look at this photograph?
It's horrific. Yeah, just horrific. One of the most horrific things that ever happened. I was a young photographer. I was working on a normal shift. It was just a normal shift. And when the bombings happened, the first things with radio, you hear it there, radio first.
There was no warning, just a massive explosion.
Obviously, we needed to get a team over there. And then we got a phone call, and the chairman, Kerry Stokes, was putting a plane on to go over and to bring people back and to give whatever supplies and help he could. So we could fill it. It was Mal Fairclough and Barry Baker were the two photographers that were sent. We loaded them up in the car, grabbed all their gear and drove them out to the airport to get on that plane. And off they went, not knowing really what they were going to see when they got there. But one was going to the bomb site, one was going to the hospital. I couldn't even imagine what it was like for them over there. We heard that the plane was coming back in with survivors, and the worst of the survivors that need to get back to Fiona Woods because it's burns and she's a specialist. So didn't know what was going to come out of that plane, what was going to come out of the ambulance. She just knew they were the worst of the worst. I was 5 months pregnant with my first son, and I was on night shift, and we knew the plane was coming, and obviously the medical staff were loading them. We didn't know how long it was going to take, and it was just a case of we knew they were coming to Royal Perth Hospital. Amazing as it unfolded, there was so many doctors came out of Royal Perth at the emergency, and they were all lanyarded. They all had different colours, and there was one gentleman that was running it. So he was preparing his team. They were so organised. We didn't know what their condition would be when they came out of the ambulance. Some were not conscious, some were conscious. And just seeing the actual, trauma. She passed. Seeing the emotion on everybody's face. And you want to be respectful too, as much as you can. I mean, we have a job to do. These were the first people that were coming out that needed the most help. So standing back, respectful, but getting the image to show the faces of what horror had been committed in Bali. Photographers are recorders of history, good, bad and ugly. And if you don't show good, bad and ugly, we're not doing our job. So yes, every frame that you take is important. You're shooting it through a lens, it's a great remover. It's usually when you drop your camera that you then are part of it, if that makes sense. I suppose in media, we're used to confronting things and seeing horrid things. It is part of the job. But how you deal with it, and I think we talk with each other, that's how we almost co-counsel each other.
Do you think more than ever in modern media, a picture is worth 1,000 words?
Yeah, always has been, always will. You don't have to say anything. That picture sums it up. You've got every aspect of that story in that frame, which is the tragedy, the hurt and the trauma.